Jonas Larsson, team owner,
I den här
and
videon.
crew chief for Nicholas Anderson. You may not recognize the car straight away. Nicholas Anderson, reigning Pro Stock champion. 3-0 up in races with Anderson. Will Tomi Laine go into stage? He is definitely the man to beat. The horsepower of the Firebird just drags Anderson through. That was a close one.
I will thank my team for a great job, man. It's fantastic.
Anderson having problems with the car. Hauger goes in. Nicholas Anderson follows him. And the green. Whoa, look at this.
Nicholas Anderson, he seems unbeatable.
Here we go. Waiting. Who's going to make that move?
My car is faster, so I take it cool and give him a match.
Well, Jonas and the crew are happy boys. 1999 FIA European Pro Stock champion is Nicholas Anderson.
Inför säsongen 1999 så var teamet fulla av självförtroende efter att ha vunnit sitt första Europamästerskap. Men McDonalds hade slutat sponsra dragracing så bilen fick en ny design. Och nu ska ni få se hur säsongen 1999 såg ut.
Here's our number one qualifier, and you may not recognize the car straight away. Nicholas Anderson, reigning Pro Stock champion, a bye run in the first round, runs a 7.10 through into the semi-final.
We have in the right-hand lane Niklaus Anderson, and in the left-hand lane Paul Tammy Brander. Niklaus get into this round with an easy bye. I say easy, but he was still on the metal.
It'll be a real slow staging duel between these two. Anderson rolls forward, waits for Brander to make a move. Both these drivers realise that these races are won and lost on the start line. Brander goes into pre-stage. Well, Anderson doesn't make him wait, rolls in. Brander stage. Oh, look at that, a red light for Paul Brander. Hands the automatic win to Nicholas Anderson. Well, what a big disappointment for the probe man. Well, a huge crowd here in the sunshine anticipating this, the first final of the 1999 FIA Championship in Pro Stock. I think maybe there's a bit of a question hangs over this race. Is Nicholas Anderson having problems with the car? Wasn't happy with the bye run in round one, chose to cruise through in round two. Meanwhile, Kjetil Hauger had an easy entrance into the final. Jakob Ferrer braking behind the start line. Don't know, Paul. Look how slowly these 500 cubic inch race cars edge forward. Kjetil Hauger into stage, into pre-stage. Quickly followed, well, not so quickly. Burn down going down. Eventually Hauger gives in. Anderson on the green, they both go. Very hard to pick who's in the lead at this point. Looks to be Anderson, indeed, at the finish line. Anderson takes the win. Wow, what a great race that was. Look at the reaction times. Anderson had to drive round Hauger.
Jag tänkte jag skulle passa på att bjuda på en lite rolig historia som jag har hört ganska många gånger under uppväxten och hör fortfarande ibland. När Eurosport var förbi teamet i depån och skulle filma reportage så berättade de att då var jag kanske var 1-2 år gammal. Så skulle de göra en intervju med dels pappa men Niklas också som körde bilen. Men då gick jag runt i blöjor där. Och så tydligen så gick jag bakom i bild. Och sen så var väl jag bajsnödig säkert. Och så i bild under reportaget så ser man mig i bakgrunden. Då drar jag liksom blöjan åt sidan. Och så bajsar jag mitt på golvet. Och sen så bara drar tillbaka blöjan och går vidare. Så ser man hur mamma bara springer och fångar upp mig så här. Och det hör jag ganska ofta att det var jag som bajsade i live-tv.
Let's see if that bears out. Nicholas Anderson. He's the wolf so far, the man leading the championship. And taking on Kjetil Hauger. Well, Kjetil from Norway, of course. Again, an international matchup. Look to be Anderson away from the start line. And look at this, once again, runs that right-hand lane, takes the win. Well, you can see Anderson by the merest blink of an eye away from that start line. And an arrow straight run down the quarter mile. A 47 reaction, a 7.1, can't be beaten. Who would you rather be? This man, Tomi Laine, nothing to prove, 3-0 up in races with Anderson, or would you prefer to be the car in the left-hand lane? Nicholas Anderson, he's got everything to prove with Tomi Laine. He hasn't ever beaten him in a race. And if we go back to the drama of 1998 here in Finland, well, Ross, you remember exactly what happened.
I remember.
All this is going to be on Nicholas's mind. He's a young guy, let's not forget that. I call him the Wolf. He's waiting there for somebody to slip up.
Again, Tomi Laine, the master at the start at out-cycling his opponents. Will he do it again today?
Well, Tomi Laine going to stage. Well, look at this, the drama. Well, Anderson stages. Oh, look at that, the green as well. Tomi Laine lifts the front wheels, looks to be out the hole first. Difficult to separate the car, but it is Tomi Laine takes the win. Oh, who would have believed that?
Well, Tomi again did it at the lights. A faster reaction time there from Anderson. Again, Anderson feeling under pressure. Will he ever beat this man?
Round one of racing, Pro Stock, the man leading the championship, the Wolf, Nicholas Anderson with the Firebird. #1 qualifier here, fresh from the shock of defeat in Finland by Tomi Laine. That won't have gone down too well, but I think Nicholas will be pleased to know Tomi Laine not here in Sweden. The perfect reaction time, 0.4 of a second into pre-stage. Goes Anderson. Hauger follows him in, both cars sit there. Hauger nudges forward, there goes Anderson. On the green, oh, look at that, nothing to choose between the cars. And Anderson already at half track, pulling it out the back, takes the win in round one. That was really, really close. The first semi-final of Pro Stock, Nicholas Anderson with a bye run. It has always been said that Pro Stock, the most expensive class in drag racing to take part in, the attrition on parts is very, very high indeed. Here we go, a bye run for the man leading the championship. Squirts it off the line, a chance for you to see on a solo run just how sleek those cars are. This is it then, the final here in Sweden. The burnouts going through the ritual of heating those rear tyres. Let's take an unusual perspective on the burnout. Ride along with Nicholas Anderson in the Firebird, and you can see the kind of job the driver has to do. This is Jonas Larsson, team owner and crew chief for Nicholas Anderson. Has to be very, very pleased indeed with the way the season has gone so far. Here we go, the tension mounts, rolling to the start line. Jari Kolla first in pre-stage, Nicholas Anderson follows him in. Here we go, waiting. Who's going to make that move? Jari Kolla rolls forward. Nicholas Anderson follows him on the green. Well, both cars got away well, but look by half track. Nicholas Anderson, we riding car with him, takes the win, pops the chute.
It was very close, I think so. I don't know what is the time and what is the reaction time. It was tough, I think so.
You'll see the nerves aren't any less for the drivers. Kjetil Hauger knows his way around the start line.
Kjetil Hauger did get to the final at Santa Pod, so if he gets a good start here, he could beat Anderson.
Here we go, this is the most intense moment. Anderson, second one into pre-stage. Neither car wants stage first, Hauger goes in. Nicholas Anderson follows him. At the green, whoa, look at this. Away they go, it looks to be Hauger out ahead. All the way, is he going to beat Anderson? The horsepower of the Firebird just drags Anderson through. That was a close one. So, up against it with Jari Kolla.
And it's certainly, if Nicholas takes this win here, then he will be champion. But if there is one person that could really take it down to the line, then it would be Jari Kolla.
Well, Jari's been around the Pro Stock cars for a lot of years. Here we go, into the pre-stage. Kolla is the first man in there, waits for Anderson. It's becoming a little bit of a show with Anderson to be the second man into stage. Waits for Kolla to roll forward. We've seen lots of start line rhetoric from the pro stocks this year. Connolly into stage. Anderson makes him wait briefly, rolls it in on the green. Well, it looked to be Connolly away, but in actual fact, whoa, side by side at half track. Oh, Anderson takes the win. That was a close race. Well, Jonas and the crew are happy boys. Straight up, let's watch that final now. This is going to be a real goodie. Nicholas Anderson has to be the favourite, but Jakob Ferrer is now proving himself to be a real hard competitor to get round in Pro Stock.
I think that even if Nicholas is beaten off the line like he was in the semi-finals, the power of his motor is still going to take him through to the win.
Late model Pontiac Firebirds, here we go into pre-stage. Ferrer's in there. Nicholas Anderson follows him in. Ferrer already in stage, waits for Nicholas Anderson. Here we go on the green. Well, that looked to be Anderson away for my money. And at half track, nothing to choose. That's so close. Anderson just takes it by about half a car on the finish line. In slow motion, you can see nothing to choose in the reaction times and just hundredths of a second separating the car at the finish line means, of course, 1999 FIA European Pro Stock champion is Nicholas Anderson.
And yeah, it was a fantastic day, and it was very tough today and very close, typically Pro Stock. So, and we have a Jakob Ferrer to final, and he's a good driver, and it was tough.
Well, of course, Nicholas Anderson, already crowned as champion for 99, has a bye run into the final, and the Wolf won't waste any time in making sure that all the data for the computer needed every time these cars run down the track is absolutely complete. Doesn't hang around, runs a 7.113. The final in Pro Stock, the Wolf and the Rising Star. Well, I would say Ferrer maybe with the faster car on this particular weekend. Both cars in pre-stage. Well, Ferrer in pre-stage. Anderson follows him in, but makes him wait a little while. Jakob Ferrer edges forward in stage. Anderson now, the Wolf goes into stage. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Ferrer had to make a move. A red light goes before the green. Hands the win in the final race to the champion.
Fantastic win here, and that's run it was easy. Jakob here, red light, and so it was cool. So we win here, and I will thank my team for a great job, and it's fantastic. And I think England it is my lucky track.
At the end of the championship, Nicholas Anderson takes back-to-back wins.
Tyvärr så hittar jag inte några reportage från säsongerna 2000 och 2001. Men teamet vann tillsammans 4 Europamästerskap på rad. Någonting som ingen i Europa hade gjort tidigare, fram tills att Jimmy Åhlund gjorde det några år senare. Inför sista säsongen 2001 så hade pappa bestämt sig att han skulle sluta med Pro Stock och dragracing. De gjorde en kraftsamling för att få ekonomin att gå ihop och avsluta karriären på topp. Han hade ju ett företag som han ville utveckla och sin tredje son Niklas på väg. De stod i slutet av säsongen 2001 som segrar ännu en gång, vilket gjorde att de vann 4 på raken. Efter det här så såldes bilen och pappa slutade helt med dragracing. Gilla gärna videon om ni tyckte om den och glöm inte att prenumerera på kanalen för att inte missa del 3 av Vår Racinghistoria. Men tills nästa gång så får ni ha det så bra.